So today I am going to see what we have. Well, sweet potato. I don't know what we have. I don't know if we have any sweet potatoes at all. But we're gonna go ahead and harvest this container here. It's way overdue. So many people, they will cut the slips. Okay, but I'm not. So as you can see, it looks like we only got so here's one here. Ooh, look at this one. One big one. And this will heal over, so I'm gonna put it there. We got little fingers. So what I'm going to do, one little finger there. Okay, make sure. Here's another one. Okay. And the reason why I'm harvesting it now is only because I need to use, so it's a little small here. I need to use the soil. Okay, so. And just because you may have, I like to call these like little fingers, they are still usable. So don't get rid of it. Like Mrs. Linda, New Orleans Gardener, said, a harvest is just a harvest, guys. A harvest is just a harvest. So it's a harvest. Whether it's little or huge, it's a harvest. And so I gotta be very careful. Alright? Okay, nothing there. And for this container here, we have not really used any fertilizer that much. So I used all my granular fertilizer, vegetable fertilizer, unfortunately. Even our bone meal, the only thing we have left is blood meal. So you can use liquid fish fertilizer, but there is a way to, in a process, to feed potatoes. And we also use our compost. So that's another thing we have used. So it's time to stock up on feed. Here goes a potato. We have to be very careful again. Good soil, you know that. And I can go ahead and, oopsie, that wasn't that cool. Okay, I don't want to break anything here. So, gotta be very, very gentle when doing this. See, here's a potato. So as you can see, here is the results of all the roots and as well as the mycorrhizal fungi that's in our soil. And the soil is wet, guys, because it drizzled last night, but also because we watered the other day. So it's nice and moist. When you grow your potatoes, you want to have a nice, well moist soil. The last thing we had did to our soil was give it compost, layer compost. But as you can see, we still got potatoes. These might be ugly potatoes, but they're still usable. And you can grow these again. So I just want to show you the root system here. Look at this. And these are, they're like nubs. They tubers, basically. They're tubers, you know? So as you can see, this is what we have here left. This here, okay? Now I want to show you, as we come over here, the massive leaves, all those vines and whatnot. And then here is the result of what we have left, these little mini tubers here, okay? And we can always still use these as slips again. So I think I'm gonna do an experiment with these vines here. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. So here it is, guys, our harvest. I'm super excited because this potato, we'll only use one potato, one, okay? And look what we have here. And imagine if we would have used multiple potatoes in that 18-inch storage container that we used. I do want to mention, guys, this potato that we had used was from the grocery store, non-organic, and this is what we have here. So I'm super happy for the results we have. I also want to mention to you all that we did not use a lot of fertilizer, which we should have, but we didn't. Again, just a reminder. And the last thing we fed it was our own compost from our garden. And one of the things that you want to do is, you know, make sure you maintain this feeding when feeding any type of potato. Also watering, those are the two important things. And so I'm happy for this. I can do multiple variation of dishes when it comes to making a meal out of this. So like you saw in the last video of me cooking, I made sweet mashed potatoes, but you can make fries, you could bake it, you can make a souffle out of this. There's so many things you can do. Also, you can regrow your potatoes again, okay? So you can use one potato, put it right back in the dirt, it'll grow again and give you multiple harvests. Sweet potatoes or potatoes in general is very nutritious. It's also a survival food. And the way you cure your potatoes, you want to give it 2 weeks. You can basically take your potatoes and put them in a crate and leave the dirt on there and put them in a dark area in a warm climate, like a little bit, I think it's like 65 degrees or 80, between 65 degrees and 80. I might be wrong, but do your research. Or you can outside, or you can put them in your garage, okay, or your root cellar. You can also just leave them in the dirt, okay, in the container or in the ground, and they will cure for at least 2 weeks. And while you're curing them, what happens is those markings that you see here that's exposed will heal itself and form a new skin, and also give your sweet potatoes in general a more sweeter taste. Okay, they're sweet now, but the longer you let them cure, the better, because the sweet and the sugars will develop even stronger. Okay, I'm NJCali Gardener. That's just some information for you all. Our next harvest, we're gonna be the potatoes in our grow bag in a couple of months. I'm not gonna wait it out a little bit longer, but we basically got like 1 more month for it. But I want to experiment with this variety here in the grow bag. But this is our harvest. I'm happy to see that you can buy a regular potato from the grocery store and you can still get a harvest. I'm NJCaliGardener. Make sure you feed your potatoes and make sure you keep a nice water routine growing when growing potatoes. Peace out, y'all.